Hi, friends. So, today in writing, you are going to need some supplies. So, we may need to pause the video to get everything ready, but you need your writer's notebook. So, get that out. You need your whiteboard and your marker. Get those three things out. So, you need what, everybody? Notebook. What do you need? Your notebook. You need your whiteboard and your marker. What two things do you need? Whiteboard, marker. Get those three things out in front of you. All right. So, today we are going to continue working on our introduction paragraphs because we know our introduction is so incredibly important. It has to catch your reader's attention and it sets the tone for the rest of your paper. If you have a very strong introduction, your readers is going to think, wow, this kid knows how to write. I'm going to make sure that I take them seriously for the rest of their writing. If your introduction is weak, guess what? The opposite is going to happen. They're not going to take your writing seriously. So that's why introductions are so incredibly important in writing an essay. So today we're going to review the things in an introduction, and then you get to practice with a partner. All right, so grab your marker, grab your whiteboard. Here's what we're going to do first. You're going to list what belongs in a good introduction. So there are three main things that we've been talking about. If you remember, though, if you had me last week, we actually introduced a fourth component, four things that could be in there. So everybody right now, take your marker and your whiteboard like I am doing and just make a list of the three or four, if you can remember the fourth thing that belongs in a strong introduction. All right, take about 20 more seconds to finish writing. Lid on your marker after you're done. I just made a list on my whiteboard. I'll cover it up, of the four things that belong in a strong introduction. So the very first thing that belongs in a strong introduction, everybody, is a hook. You need to make sure you have a hook. Then you're going to have background. Did you remember? If you are with me, hopefully you remember, we talked about introducing a counterclaim, and then you have your claim. So those are the four things that you should have in an introduction that is strong. Everybody right now, use your hand and show how many of those four you remembered. So everybody right now is holding up their hand, showing how many they remembered. Okay, erase your whiteboard. So today we are going to focus a lot on that hook like we focused on yesterday, because that is, like I said, what sets the tone. So at the bottom of the screen, you should see that there are four different ways that you can use as a hook. Read them with me. The first one is a question. That's what we're most used to, is using it starting as a question. Then over we have a story, and then we have a quote, and finally a fact/statistic. So we've been working more with starting with questions, and today your challenge is going to be to hook your reader with a story. Okay, so I'm going to review a little bit from yesterday about what that might look like to hook your reader with a story. Maybe. All right, there we go. All right, so our goal is to hook our reader with a story. So first things first, we have to think about who our reader is. In this case, we were writing to a substitute teacher about what it would mean to have good classroom management in the classroom. That means students behaving, what it would take for kids to make good choices as a sub. So check out how this story starts. It says, "Dear substitute." What are the next three words? Read those next three words with me, everybody. Just picture it. What are the three words, everyone? Just picture it. You walk into a classroom where students are going wild. Kids are jumping from table to table. Yes, I did say from table to table. Ooh, did you hear the voice in that? Yes, I did say from table to table. Not only that, comma, 4 students are throwing paper airplanes across the room. All you can think to yourself is, ... This class is out of control. Well, they are. But do not worry. There's the story right there. They painted a picture of what this looks like. What's the first 3 words in it? Just picture it. There's a sentence starter you can use today with your hook. Just picture it. You walk into a classroom. Just picture it. You're wanting to paint a picture in their mind. What do you want to do, everybody? Paint a picture in their mind. All right. So you should see voice in there. Yes, I did say from table to table. Not only that, all you can think to yourself is ... right? There's the picture that you're painting. There's the story. All right. This introduction doesn't have a counterclaim, but we would be thinking about what our claim is. So the claim is underlined. If you look at the claim, let's read the claim together. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. You can have a highly successful classroom as long as you follow our classroom rules, stick with our daily schedule, and use our CHAMPS chart all day long. There's the 3 details. Did you find it? Follow our classroom rules, stick with our daily schedule, use our CHAMPS chart all day long. So if we were to write a counterclaim to this, some people may think that giving kids candy helps with classroom management skills. But the facts don't lie. CHAMPS work, right? So that would be how we could throw in a counterclaim, because our claim is use our classroom rules, stick to our daily schedule, use the CHAMPS chart all day. Well, something some people might use is candy to help motivate kids, right? So just think of something, if you want to attempt a counterclaim, that you could use to say the opposite of your of your claim, sorry. But our main goal today, friends, is hook it with a story. What's our goal? Hook it with a story. What's the first 3 words you can use to hook it? Everybody find it. The first 3 words, everybody. Just picture it, comma. Just picture it, comma. You walk into a classroom. So your goal today is to hook with a what? Everybody, story. To hook with a story, not with the question, okay? Hook with a story and then paint a picture of what it looks like. And notice how they painted this picture. The goal is, in this on-demand, have a highly successful classroom. So what did they paint a picture of? A classroom that was not successful. So you want to paint a picture, you could paint a picture of the opposite of your claim. So keep thinking about that, because here's your job today. Let me move my picture here, or my video. Today you're going to write a lead with a partner. Point to your partner. Point to your partner. Okay, good. Together, you're going to write an amazing lead and add your voice. Here is where your notebook comes in. Everybody grab your notebook. Let's open it up to the back of your notebook. Remember where we glued in our amazing voice writing prompts? This should be open on your desk as you're writing today. That way they are there and you can look at them to add amazing voice. So that is open on your desk right now. So in your lead with your partner, you're going to have a hook. You're going to try to write a story, okay? You're going to have background, and then you're going to have your claim. So you want to know what you're writing about? It's not about how to have a successful classroom. Here is your writing task today. Today, if I can get the slide to change. Today, your question is in bold at the top of the screen. Read it with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Should students have to wear uniforms? Ooh. How many of you have an opinion right now? Do you have it? Put your fingers to your head. Do you have it? Okay. Should students have to wear uniforms? Do you jump straight into your claim? No. What are we going to give? We're going to hook our reader. We're going to hook them with a question today? No, we're going to hook them with a story. All right. So with your partner, I'm going to the middle of the screen. With your partner, should you write to a substitute? I wonder who would make the decision about who would your audience be? Should students have to wear uniforms? Decide that with your partner. Who might be in charge of making that decision? So on your whiteboard, leave enough space to write a full paragraph. If you write too big, you're not going to fit it all. So let's grab our markers right now. We're writing a letter. Dear, who might be the person that would make this? You're going to fill in the blank. Dear, who makes the decision on what you wear at school? You and your partner will decide that. All right, so you have dear, the person's name, comma, right? It's a letter. And then we're going to start our introduction underneath dear. Sorry, my slate-board or my whiteboard's mirrored. Let me flip it. There we go. Oh, I'm flipped. There we go. Okay, so dear. What's the sentence starter we could use for a story? Everybody find it. What is those 3 words? Just picture it. Let's write that down. Dear whoever, just picture it, comma. Just picture it, comma. I wrote mine kind of big so that you could see it on the screen. I would write smaller because remember, your goal is to fill up with a paragraph. So don't write too big on your whiteboard. You're going to have 6, 8, maybe 10 sentences on this. So use your space wisely. Just picture it. Okay, so the situation is about wearing uniforms, right? So you have to think about your side of the fence. What is your opinion? If you're thinking pro uniforms, then you might be painting a picture of what it would be like without them. Or if you are against uniforms, you might be picturing what it's like with it. So tell a story to paint that picture. The example of the substitute teacher is down here in the corner. I'm starting to learn how to use these videos. So that's there if you want to look at it. Remember, you must have a hook, background, and your claim in your paragraph. But I'm going to challenge you, especially you strong writers. Your in between your background and your claim, see if you can work in a counterclaim if you're comfortable doing it. So, but remember, our big focus today is to hook with a picture. After you are finished with writing your paragraph with your partner, you're going to post a picture on Seesaw. All right. I look forward to see the pictures of your leads on Seesaw, and I hope you all have a fantastic afternoon. See you all later.